The lobster that you offer here, it's not even lobster, is it? It's something completely different.
You goddamn bitches! I swear, if you're gonna keep up with this bullshit, I'm gonna sue you for business interruption. Take that, you goddamn pricks! Attention!
Ow, it's so hot!
Trouble Busters!
Hey there, my name is Jane. I used to work in a first-class hotel, but one thing led to another, and a different company wound up hiring me. So now I work a different job entirely. Working in a hotel was great in of itself. I got to meet a lot of different people, including foreigners. My salary was reasonable, and I sometimes even got to try out some new dishes and recipes from the hotel kitchen. However, I must admit that the job I currently have is many times more satisfying than any amount of work as a hotel concierge. And I think my life right now just couldn't be any better.
Bonsoir, Mademoiselle Jane. How are you this fine evening?
Good evening, Pierre. What a coincidence to meet you here. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Even in this great crowd, I immediately recognized you from some distance. That's how dazzling you are, right now, in this moment, Mademoiselle.
And there you go again. You took my hand again, Pierre. My, it really must be true. French people must be treating women quite a bit lightly, it would appear. Have you no restraint, Monsieur?
Oh, we don't treat women lightly in my country, Monsieur Jane. Your beauty turns me, a humble Frenchman, into a prince who could fly to the moon and back for you.
Allow me to introduce Pierre. He's a very gentlemanly man from France, and he's also a hopeless romantic. We aren't in a romantic relationship, as far as I know. We're merely business partners at our job. This is the truth, but for some strange reason, Pierre always talks pretty cheesy to me. I can't really tell if he's legit or if he's joking around. His language sometimes gets a little too overwhelmingly passionate, but something about him reassures me he means no harm whatsoever, nor does he wholeheartedly mean everything he's saying. It's basically a very direct form of romantic humor that always finds a way to make me amusingly uncomfortable, and in the end, unsure if he means anything at all.
I'm so honored to be granted the choice to go out to dinner with a woman of your stunning beauty, Mademoiselle.
Okay, this is getting out of hand. Listen, Pierre, you do know we aren't a couple, right? This isn't a date we're going on right now. We're only going to be working together while having dinner at the same time.
Ha! I know all that, of course, but it is still a nice pleasure to be doing this with you.
Pierre's a little bit naive, but it's in an innocent way. He's so kind and funny and gentlemanly. A part of me loves his over-the-top flattery so much because he's so kind. I have a hunch that'll eventually make me fall for him, but I can't let that happen. He's only a business partner right now. But haven't you heard of love arising from business partnerships? It's a common occurrence in today's world. And since you're such a stupid head and focus so much on your work, you don't meet many nice guys like Pierre very often. This, in a sense, could be your biggest opportunity. You're working the same job for crying out loud. I think it's an amazing chance to create something better, seeing how much you love the work, the both of you. Perhaps that's true, but there's something else to consider. I don't want to think about work when I'm at home, resting and relaxing. Having someone who's my business partner over as a boyfriend could make me think about work. And if we divorce in the end, it'll be a lot more difficult to see each other in person. I suppose that's also true. My, you may be weak-minded sometimes, but your logic sure is solid. Consider that a job well done. In any case, my relationship with Pierre could remain as it is, or it could become something more in due time, which I believe is also a good thing, by the way. Gives me more time to see how we are together. Well, I guess I lost this particular argument. Looks like I was Pierre's lover. No, his wife, rather, for a singular moment, when I was saying what I thought was the right thing to do. I guess my argument was pretty invalid because it was clouded by the amazing infatuation I have for his cheesiness, but hopefully things will go well. And just like that, we found something we can agree on.
We're going to eat some Japanese food tonight, right? Wow, I can hardly wait. Well then, shall we head over to the restaurant?
And there you go again! I'm amazed at how easily you can do something like that, in public no less. In Japan, men don't put their arms around women unless they're in a relationship, Pierre. Be careful, and more importantly, do your work!
Your angry expression only emphasizes your divinity, mademoiselle. Please, go on showing me all kinds of emotions with that lovely face of yours. There's so much more about you that I'd like to get to know.
I may be using some strict language whenever he does something generally unusual, but make no mistake, I enjoy his company very much, despite the cultural differences, and I always have a good time working my job with him. One evening, though.
Bonsoir, Jane. You look fabulous today, as always. I'm truly honored to be invited to dine with you, a veritable goddess, tonight.
I'm only inviting you because you're my trustworthy business partner, Pierre. Don't get ahead of yourself. This isn't a date, all right?
You look like you're blushing to me. Anyway, what did you have in mind for dinner tonight? If I'm not mistaken, we went out for Japanese food last time.
We're going to an exquisite restaurant tonight, Pierre. It's famous around here for getting 3 stars on Michelin Index, and a friend of mine recommended it to me.
Ah, I see. Well then, I shall escort you to the restaurant myself.
Damn it, Pierre. What did I tell you about your hand on my waist?
Well, this restaurant has a very nice atmosphere indeed, mademoiselle. I must say, you have excellent taste.
You can really understand the effort behind the authentic furniture and decorations, huh? Truly deserve 3 stars on the Michelin as far as I can see.
Welcome to Lutora Basu.
I have a reservation for 2, under the name Jane Allgood.
Don't you think this particular waiter is eyeing us a little too suspiciously? Quite uncomfortable, if you ask me.
Is something the matter with us, sir?
You only got an attack level of 5. Pathetic piece of trash.
Excuse me?
You'll forgive me, but could the 2 of you just get out of here, please?
Why in the world would you say such a thing?
I don't see any reason why we deserve this kind of service, monsieur.
Listen here. In order to be accepted into this fine establishment, all customers must wear expensive, glamorous clothing. The reputation of the restaurant's at stake here, so look at all the other customers, see? Don't they all don the splendid look of the financially elite? You 2 must come with better outfits, or we must turn you away every single time.
We've come to this establishment under the assumption we were following the dress code to the letter, monsieur. What is about our outfits that screams red for you? Is it the fabric? The color? The amount of cleavage of my companions here?
Shut the hell up, you homeless hobos who can't even wear normal, regular clothes. Enough wasting my goddamn time. Leave this place immediately.
Huh?
Huh?
Before we even had a chance to comprehend what exactly was going on, the waiter pushed us toward the exit and kicked out onto the curb.
As a restaurant with Michelin's 3 stars, we sometimes get strange, inappropriate customers the likes of you 2 maggots. This is what we get for becoming a little too popular around here, I guess. Get your hobo asses home now!
Ow, my ankle!
Jane, are you alright? Why did you go and do that for, monsieur?
Beats me, bitch.
I've never seen such inexcusable behavior before. You're not even fit to be called a man, shoving my lovely Jane to the ground like that. Are you alright, Jane?
What do you mean, my lovely Jane, Pierre? I'm not your woman, you... Never mind. My butt's all wet and soggy.
I also dove headfirst into a puddle, and that explains why my best suit is completely ruined.
Well, you don't have any dirty patches anywhere.
Are you alright, my children? Here, use this to wipe yourselves.
Oh my, how kind. Thank you very much, sir.
Who are you folk?
We are but a humble husband and wife who run a small French restaurant just next door.
We happened to see your poor souls get evicted from that restaurant, and our pity got the better of us. We felt we should help.
Wow, such amazing, kind Japanese people. So this is what they mean when they say the Japanese blossom is indefinitely modest of its beauty.
Too far! Don't you grab hold of a woman's hand the first time you meet her, damn it! You really have no remorse at all now, do you? We were thrown out from that establishment, but we must dine there tonight at all costs. Considering the state of the clothes we're wearing, I don't think we'd stand much of a chance if we stepped inside a second time, though.
And we don't have the time to get back home to change into better clothes. Looks like we don't have another choice. Let's go a nearby clothes shop and buy what is necessary.
The only clothes shop I see around here are all expensive brands, Pierre. I only wish we could buy something more financially manageable.
We can't really waste any more time trying to find a good shop to buy what we want. Let's just go into this brand shop and see what they have to offer. It'll be expensive, no doubt, but we don't have much of a choice at this point. Ooh la la, Jane. That's a wonderful dress. You look absolutamente stunning. It makes me want to take a walk with you around town and show you off to all passers-by with the biggest grin on my face. It's such a shame we have to return to that restaurant. I would have loved to take you on that walk.
Thank you, Pierre. You flatter me. You look amazing in your suit, too. I guess being a Frenchman gives you the privilege of looking especially nice in expensive clothes, huh? I've never seen a Japanese person look so suited for that. Suit? Damn, that was a poor choice of words. Can we get a receipt, please?
As you wish, ma'am.
Hang on a sec. You came back? I thought I made it brutally clear earlier that we don't allow poor sewer folk inside this restaurant. I was sure that puddle was more than enough to make you see you're not welcome here.
As you can see, we've come with a lot of upgrades, so to speak. We came with better clothes since you really want us to appear respectable,
Haros, what do you think about our outfits, monsieur? I doubt you have anything to complain about by now.
For what are you? The evil overlord Ganondorf becoming his ultimate form? Just because he wanted to smack the shit out of a pesky mosquito?
Excuse me? What did you just say?
I mean, you really went out of your way to do something completely pointless. If you would follow me, I will show you to your table, Mon Centipede and Madame Maggot.
Looks like we made it through level 1, but his terrible attitude remains unchanged, it seems. I wonder what we have to do to make his service to us better for our sake.
It's unbelievable how he was even hired to be a waiter for a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Back in my country, this sort of person would be quickly reported, humiliated, and outright banished from not only the restaurant, but from the city as well. Qu'est-ce qui se passe-t-il with him, I wonder?
This here is a stupid table for idiotic folk who took the negative IQ way out of a pickle by buying unnecessarily expensive clothes. Hope you enjoy your frickin' evening, you roaches.
A table right next to the bathroom door, and the table itself along with the chairs are a lot older and less exquisite than the other tables in the main hall.
How in the world does a 3-star Michelin restaurant have a table like this, monsieur? I would bet all of my savings that this particular setup would grant this establishment negative 3 stars on the index instead. What is the meaning of this? All the other tables are so nice and glamorous.
This is the exclusive premium table I personally arranged for you two myself. I suggest you thank me deeply for taking the goddamn trouble to make this stupid frickin' thing.
What have we done to deserve this kind of service? Why do you say such nasty things to us? We are customers of this establishment, you see. You think the head manager agrees with how you treat your customers?
Yeah, of course he does. The owner himself told us how to treat, quote, poor pathetic peasants should they ever visit. He was pretty strict with his training. Even has a step-by-step manual for us to memorize to the letter, because he wishes that these social scumbags never have the audacity to visit this place again. And this gentleman you see before you is a perfect combination of his wishes.
You're still convinced we're nothing but, quote, poor pathetic peasants. We're wearing very fashionable clothes from a respected brand to even be allowed inside.
Yeah, Tell me, you applied for a credit card loan to buy those rags now, didn't you? You're that frustrated? If you're frustrated, just get back to work and work your frickin' ass off, I say. Once you've convinced me you make good money like a respectable human being, then I'll treat you the same way I treat everyone else here. At that point, I'll even get on my knees whenever you signal me to do something for you. Honest to God, I'll do that.
Espèce de... This is outrageous! Putain, I can't take this anymore! Come on, Jane, let's get out of here. I won't allow a beautiful girl like you dine in a terrible place like this.
Calm down, Pierre. We are here after all. Let's take this nice opportunity to eat before going home.
Watch your tone, poor maggot. Be a good boy and wait patiently for the cuisine to arrive. By all means, you can leave too if you wish to.
Such behavior should never be accepted as a functioning member of society. It's no longer a problem of this restaurant being 3-star Michelin and stuff and blah blah blah. If your cooking is anything but delicious, we're gonna leave this place without paying a single coin.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, well, that was quite the sloppy job, monsieur. Look at what you've done. The soup spilled over, and some of it even got onto my suit. What have you got to say for yourself?
Oh no, we just bought that suit not half an hour ago.
This is exactly why poor pathetic peasants shouldn't ever dine here. The rich would never fret over something small like some soup that spilled onto their suit by accident. No, they would reassure me by saying something like, "Oh, no worries, I can just get another one, no problem. Hurry to frick up and eat and get your ass out of here, damn it."
And not even an apology after deliberately soiling a customer's outfit. Salo, I really wonder what kind of brains these cretins here have.
Come now, Pierre. No need to make a fuss about it. Let's have a taste of this exquisite cuisine. That's strange. This Japanese Wagyu beef tastes like...
Yeah, and these black truffles remind me of...
And this lobster stands at the epitome of strangeness. Please tell me I'm wrong. This can't be...
Hey there, maggots. How did you like our world-class cuisine tonight?
Well, now, let's see. In a nutshell, the cuisine was absolutely horrid.
I completely agree with Jane. I have so many things I want to say. I have no idea where to start, frankly.
What the hell? So you're telling me that your stupid, tasteless preferences tell you that our cuisine is bland and horrible? How dare you say such selfish things?
The dishes that you prepared for us tonight, they're all falsely advertised, aren't they? The Japanese Wagyu beef, which you claim is of world-class quality and flavor, was nothing but fat.
Those Italian white truffles that you've served me, they're actually from China, aren't they? And don't get me started on how those weren't even white truffles. They were black truffles. I never knew there were people in today's world who are so brainless they would mistake the colors black and white. In that particular, I believe that I had a valuable experience tonight. No matter how advanced human civilization may be, there will always be someone that'll make anyone lose all hope for a brighter generation.
And the most outrageous of all these lies is lobster. The reality is that it was actually nothing but crayfish, isn't it?
Crayfish? Are you out of your goddamn gourd? Our establishment exclusively uses the finest specimen of spiny lobster, caught from the amazing environment of the Okhotsk Sea, just north of the island of Hokkaido in Japan.
I'm afraid I must disagree. That did not taste anything like spiny lobster. And believe me, I've had my fair share of that exquisite cuisine multiple times in my life. It's quite unforgettable. Plus, we actually found multiple crayfish claws stuffed inside a lobster. Don't try to deny it. I could ask anyone in this restaurant, including the staff, and they come to the same conclusion.
Like hell we're lying about our menu. You poor pathetic peasants have never even eaten spiny lobster before. That's why you're saying this selfish horseshit.
Wrong. Like Pierre here, I've had actual spiny lobster more than once in my lifetime, and I must say I agree with what he said. It's absolutely amazing, and once you swallow a single bite, you never forget how it tastes. And I can say for certain that was not spiny lobster at all. The lobster that you offer here, it's not even lobster, is it? It's something completely different.
You goddamn bitches! I swear, if you're gonna keep up with this bullshit, I'm gonna sue you for business interruption. Take that, you goddamn pricks!
Attention!
Ow, it's so hot!
Oh, mon Dieu! What a mess! Scalding soup all over Jane's beautiful legs! I demand that you answer me. Why do you do this? The way you treat the restaurant's cooking makes you not even worthy to serve at a zombie's diner. And more than that, you're not even a man. You're but a simple, jealous, terrible ball of toxicity.
Shut the frick up! How dare you, writhing balls of guano, criticize our world-class cuisine? Get the frick out already, and don't you ever come back!
What's going on over there? An argument? Did they have a complaint about something?
Oh my, look over there, honey. They're having a dinner over there in such a disrespectful part of the room.
Oh God, right in front of the bathroom.
Here, let's just go home for the night.
Nonte. Our work here isn't done just yet. We can't leave this place without making some kind of stand.
But of course! Everything was so shocking, and it never seemed the end. Looks like I completely forgot about why I was here in the first place, and basically became a regular customer.
And that makes you all the more charming, mademoiselle. You reminded me of one of those Japanese comedians who's trying their absolute best not to laugh. But the situation just became a little beaucoup trop. I wound up laughing their derriere off before getting punished with a slapstick. Oh, I love those shows so much. And the fact you reminded me of one of those comedians had made me see you with a new light.
Enough about that, seriously. And now for the results.
The frick? The hell you mean by results? A frickin' bitch with the voice of a donkey can just run back to the forest forever.
Afraid not, Monsieur. We're not going anywhere until their business here is done. Please tell the owner to come before us, if you please.
Eh? Call the owner? Enough bullshit. This arrogance coming from you stupid earthworms is getting out of hand. The owner's also the chef, and he's frickin' busy. He doesn't have time to deal with pigs right now.
I'm getting impatient, Monsieur. Call for the owner or so help me. I will call the police. You want to see the inside of a jail cell?
The police?
What you did to us, which was pushing down onto the ground and deliberately pouring scalding soup onto us, is legitimate grounds for assault, and serious enough to get you arrested. We're going to turn you over to the police. If you wish to put up a fight in court, we'll gladly go up against you, but let it be known that we will destroy you.
Excuse-moi, but didn't you also just say that you would, quote, sue us for business interruption? I don't think it's a bad idea, actually, to hire a lawyer so that we could take this matter into the hands of law and decide, once and for all, who was wrong here. What are you going to do?
Ah, frick! Annoying! Annoying!
And how is returning to our table alone going to help you out, monsieur? Where is the owner of this establishment?
He frickin' told me that he has no damn time to deal with the likes of you pathetic weasels right now, so he's still in the kitchen.
Listen here. When I tell you to call for the owner, I expect you to bring him back here using whatever means necessary. Bring me here now!
What's with that brain-dead attitude? Who the frick do you think you're talking to here? To hell with the police, and to hell with frickin' court! Take this, you frickin' bastards!
So you're okay with this establishment being ripped of its 3-star Michelin title,
What? Ripped off? Excuse me?
Ah, oui. I agree with that decision. Lutora Basu should be prepared for that punishment, because it sure as hell deserves it, pour de vrai.
Don't tell me. You folks can't be...
Mark our words. You'll pay for your mistakes. Troublebusters, initiate! We are judges for Michelin.
Attends quoi?
What do you mean, what? Looks like I'm not the only one who forgot their role here. Sorry to have made you confused, Monsieur. We are legitimate Michelin judges. We came to this restaurant in order to assess its qualifications.
In order to give the restaurant a star, us judges must personally meet with the owner and explore the kitchen and its environment. If you won't allow us that opportunity, I'm afraid we can't start the process of granting Lou Torabasso an additional star.
You two are... Michelin judges? But that's impossible. We received the last star last year, so there should be no need for anyone like you to assess anything. What becomes a 3-star Michelin restaurant stays that way, does it not?
I'm afraid you're gravely mistaken, Monsieur. Analysis of Michelin-registered restaurants, especially assessments of their workplace environments and the quality of the cuisine, are done every single year, even if they have 3 stars already.
Even if you really did have 3 stars, there is a possibility that a just assessment the next year could legitimately rip an establishment of a star, you see. Now, allow us to do our job. For the last time, fetch the owner, monsieur.
If what these people say is true, I won't allow a single star be ripped from this restaurant. I swear on my life. Otherwise, things will be a complete disaster. I'm terribly sorry for this misunderstanding. Please, I beg you, do not take a star away from my restaurant, please. You apologize too, damn it. I'm so sorry for everything.
Ah, so now you have the audacity to apologize, huh?
So this is what you people consider to be proper hospitality,
No, it isn't. I assure you. I mean...
The hell it isn't! C'est ça, oui. You brutally insult us, give us cooking that's nothing like what you advertise, and with a cerise sur le gâteau, a cherry on the cake, you have the guts to assault us by throwing your scalding dishes onto us. And then, after you discover who we truly are, you act as though everything was just a big misunderstanding. We cannot allow a restaurant with such disrespectful policies even be on the Michelin-approved list of restaurants.
You must listen to me. It's not what you think at all. We never offer this kind of service to anyone. Everything you've unfortunately witnessed is the selfish doings of this stupid employee. Excuse me? You told me everything I had to do when it came to unusual folk that visit this place. I followed your instructions to the letter. Shut up! You are fired! You may go now!
Do you really think that firing that waiter will make everything go away and grant you a slot on our list of Michelin-approved restaurants? This has gone far beyond that problem, I'm afraid.
I beg of thee, milady and monsieur, please keep this to yourselves. Oh, yes, wasn't there an obligation in the Michelin protocol that specifically states that all Michelin judges must reanalyze the establishment once their identity is revealed to the staff? Please, do stop by again, and when you do, we will offer you our wholehearted hospitality. You have my word.
That's not going to cut it, mon ami. We will never come back here again. The behavior of the waiter was terribly disrespectful, and to make matters worse, the owner himself approved of such scandalous acts. Customer discrimination under the owner's orders. This is unacceptable not only as a Michelin restaurant, but as a restaurant in general.
The final straw is that you deliberately fabricated what the menu says about the ingredients of your cuisine. This is beyond anything we can ever tolerate, because this is a downright scam. All of your customers that have visited this slice of hell, and those who are unfortunate enough to witness all this tonight, have been scammed blind of money they could have used on food of much better quality.
That's not true. You would never lie.
Actually, we knew a little about what was going on here through internet reviews of some of your customers. This one comment stood out. The owner's changed dramatically since he received the 3rd Michelin star. He's become a lot more careless with his cooking, and he's even lied about some of the ingredients in the cooking itself. I ordered the oven-roasted salmon with cauliflower and mushrooms, and the supposed-to-be king salmon was claimed to be from Alaska. But I noticed the texture was different. It later turned out the salmon was fished out of a local river in western India. Scandalous is an understatement. That's why we came here completely set on strip this restaurant of a star anyway.
As a Michelin judge, the biggest joy is either to find out a certain restaurant has passed all requirements to go on keeping stars, or when we discover a new restaurant worthy of its first star. We normally wouldn't dare come to a restaurant whose owner became extremely cocky once he got all 3 stars, and eventually became the very definition of a scumbag. To strip it of its stars it once deserved broke our hearts. We don't ever want to return to this disgrace again. We will write down everything that transpired tonight in an official report to headquarters. And don't you dare think you'll ever get a 3rd Michelin star again!
Please, no! I worked so hard to get 3 Michelin stars! You can't do this to me!
You work so hard, you say? Do you mean to tell me that condescending to certain customers and lying about your cuisine's ingredients is your definition of hard work?
The concept of being rewarded for your effort is only valid until the final year of university, monsieur. You're only going to lose a star. It's not like that's going to kill you.
That is true. If we were in medieval times, you would immediately be sentenced to a life of slave labor, you know?
Please, pretty please. I'm actually on my knees right now. I'll work 10 times harder if I must. Just please give me another chance.
You're not a damn kindergartner anymore.
Touch my darling Jane one more time, and you'll regret it, you trash!
No, 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 no! I don't want to lose a star! No, no, no! Please don't make this count as your official analysis! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
1 month later. Looks like that restaurant was officially removed from Michelin's list of 3-star establishments, huh?
Headquarters' official report also said something about it now holding a spot in the blacklist. Looks like the nightmare's just about to begin. From now on, not a single Michelin judge will ever set foot in that place again. Which means that, of course, after it's stripped of all its stars, it'll never be awarded another.
That's true. It closed anyhow, so it's completely over, it seems.
As soon as it lost its 3rd star, all of the financially elite stopped going there to dine after all. Simultaneously, the truths about customer discrimination and the fabrication of information on the ingredients have been exposed to the public eye, and they were apparently bombarded by negative criticism left, right, and center.
Some people were skeptical of the idea that they fabricated the information about their ingredients because they were a 3-star Michelin restaurant, but they were also the ones who got a hold of the information and spread it around.
Even I was skeptical of that, but the fact that it turned out to be true surprised me so much. They really were saving crayfish as they claimed it was actually spiny lobster. Disgusting.
For real though, crayfish cuisine is actually pretty popular in Finland, so that in of itself can't be denied as a legitimate form of cuisine. But endeavoring to replace spiny lobster with that load of bullshit is a little too much of an ambitious challenge, I have to say.
The worst job in Michelin's history confirmed. Mon Dieu, c'était terrible. Compared to that, the restaurant we went to right after was absolutely splendid. The cuisine was excellent, and the service was outstanding.
For real! To tell you guys the truth, we were not satisfied with our visit to Lutora Basu, and we were still hungry, so we went to the very same French restaurant that the old couple who helped us were running. We thought it was the least we could do to explain who we were really, and to thank them for their kindness. We had dinner there that night. The couple had made a very nice first impression on us, and the cooking was also extremely satisfactory. The quality of the taste, the exquisiteness of its ingredients, the atmosphere of the establishment, and above all else, I'm so happy to see you youngsters eat our cooking with smiles on your faces. Their hospitable spirit was unlike anything we've ever seen before. Later on, that restaurant was accepted as one worthy of not 1, not 2, but all 3 of Michelin stars, and the restaurant is now skyrocketing in popularity. People from across the country come to this wonderful little family business, and the positive reviews are rolling in very nicely, it seems. People with kind, compassionate hearts are truly the ones who are able to express those feelings in their cooking. And that's what Michelin is striving to find in today's world. Trouble Busters!